How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a Aion 4.8 private server. I'll be doing this on Windows 11. I'm not associated with the project in any type of way. I'm not a developer. I'm not a coder. I don't know anything about servers. I have no association with these people at all. I'll be doing this on Windows 11. I actually had to use ChatGPT to help me through the whole thing. So if you have problems, ChatGPT is smarter than I am. But anyways, yeah. To start off, you want to go to the internet, search Beyond Ion. If all you want to do is play on their server, then there it is right there. Download the client and log into their servers and have fun. But if you want to build the server, scroll down to Beyond Ion, their GitHub page, click that, and when you're there, you're going to want to go to the building section. You'll need Maven, you'll need this JDK, which is Java. I'll be using MariaDB, so you need those three things. Java, I got the Java SE Development Kit 2401. Did it for Windows. Just use the default installations. Maven, I did not know how to install, so I had to use ChatGPT again. And I ended up having to open a PowerShell window and install Scoop. And then after installing Scoop, I installed Maven that way. This is how I did that. Went to my desktop and held Shift and right-clicked, and you can go to PowerShell window, or you can do it in the search bar. If you know how to install Maven, then you don't got to mess with this. I didn't know how to install it, so this is how I did it. I will try to put this stuff in the description of the video, so if you want, you can pause it and type this crap out, or get it in the description, copy and paste it. So after you have this execution policy thing put in, just press enter. It's going to ask you if you want to change the execution policy. Just press Y. If your computer catches on fire and melts and explodes or something, it's not my fault. I don't know what this does, but you got to do it. I think you got to do it. You might not have to do it. I don't know. I had to do it. Next, you're going to go copy that. Well, you can pause the video and type it in, or I'll put it in the description. After you do that, that'll install Scoop, which is already installed on my computer. Next is going to be Scoop install Maven. Press enter. That'll install Maven, which I already have. There's going to be a whole lot of crap going on right here, downloading stuff. But after you have Maven installed, you can close the PowerShell window. After that, you want MariaDB or whatever you want to use. I'll be using MariaDB 11.7.2. Again, this is probably the newest release, I think, whatever. So just scroll down wherever it's at and get the download, or wherever it's at on this page. Anyways, you get the gist of it. I have not installed it yet, so again, just use the default crap. Next. Root password, I'm just going to leave it as root. Remember your password, you're going to have to use it like 7 times. So whatever you put in your password slot, you better remember it. After you do that, next, install. All right, we're done there. After that, go back to the Beyond Ion GitHub page, and you can click the code and then download the zip. That will download the server for you. You can either do it that way, or you can click this right here, or copy this right there, whichever, it's all the same. Copy that link or copy it there. I don't really know if there's a big difference here or not. It's up to you how you want to do it. I've done the zip file before, and I've done it this way. If you do the zip, you just download it and unzip it. If you do this right here, you're gonna have to use like Git for Windows or something to download it for you. I made myself a fancy little folder for it to go in. I will be using the link right here though, and putting it in source tree. If you want to use source tree, go ahead. If you don't, you can use Git Bash or Git. I'm sure there's plenty of ways to probably download that link. But I have source tree, so I'm gonna use that. And if you have source tree, then just open it, hit clone, or let it crash on you, whatever it wants to do, I suppose. Let's try that again. hit clone in the URL place, put the link you just copied in the destination path, find a folder that you want it to go in. Mine is going to be Aion on the desktop, which is what I made right there. Select the folder, click clone. That blue bar means it's doing something. It's going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to go to Heidi SQL now. I already have a session here. I'm just going to delete it, and then hit new. Probably didn't have to do that, but whatever. New session, right? You can name it whatever you want. Just leave it that way if you want to. Your username is probably going to be root unless you changed it. I did not, so again, put your password in. Mine is root. I don't know what yours is, but put it in. Press open, log in. There's your session. Now you need to make 3 databases. So right-click on unnamed. Go to create new database. This is going to be for your game server, login server, and chat server. So I'm going to do this 3 times. I'm going to go Aion underscore CS for chat server. Click OK. Right-click on named again. Create new database. Again, Aion underscore LS for login server. Press OK. Do it again. Right-click unnamed. Create new database. Again, Aion underscore GS for game server. Press OK. You got 3 servers, or databases now. CSGSLS. Now you need your Aion server to be downloaded. Hopefully it's downloaded. If you downloaded it and unzipped it, unzip it, or whatever. You get the point, right? So if you downloaded it, cool, go to that. Just make sure I finished. Cool, got my server. It's there now. So now what you want to do again in your database is go to Aion underscore CS. I've been doing this all day, guys. I've been trying to make this video for hours. So if I'm rambling and lost, this is why. I'm tired of doing this. I don't want to do this no more. Anyways, Aion CS. Click it, go to File, Run SQL File. Now you want to go find your Aion server that you just downloaded. Mine's on the desktop under Aion. I am in the chat server right here on this database. So I'm going to go to the corresponding one. So Aion chat server, find your SQL folder. You're going to find the same one, they match. Aion underscore CS. That's the one you want. Click on it, click open. It's going to confirm, just press yes. You're going to do this 3 times, right? It may not look like it did anything. If you're worried about it, just hit the refresh button. Now you see something right there. Do it again. Go on to Aion GS, click it, click File, click Run SQL File. Now you got to go up a couple of folders to your game server because you're in your game server, or whatever you choose. Just make sure they correspond. Don't put the chat server in the game server. Stay on track. So game server to game server. Then you're going to go to the SQL file. You'll see an update file. You don't need it. Just do the Aion GS. So click that, click open. Just press yes. Let it do its thing. Then go to Aion LS. File, runs SQL. Go find login server. Same thing, SQL. Don't need to do the update. Do the Aion LS. Click it, click open. Click yes. You're good. Now you really want to hit the refresh button. After you refresh it, shows all this stuff in here. Stay on the Aion LS login server, expand it, then go down to game servers. And after you go to game servers, go to data. And right in here, you're just going to want to right click and then insert a new row. Click on the password, put 1234. Yes, I'm not kidding. 1234. If it gives you any complaints, just ignore it. Go to the mask, type in 127.0.0.1, and then your ID will probably just change to 1. So what you want it to look like is 1 for the ID. Mask is 127.0.0.1, which is localhost, and your password is 1234. And after you do that, you're good. So you can close that. Or no, you can minimize it, I guess. I'll show you where this password is in a minute if you want to change it. Anyways, go back to your more junk. Go to your Aion folder again. Now you got to change a bunch of configuration files. Remember your Maria database password because this is where you're going to put them all in. So you're going to go to the chat, game, and login servers, all of them. Then you're going to go to their config folder and then their network folder. You're going to see database properties and network properties. You're going to change, you're going to add the password to all those. So double click it, right click it, edit it, whatever, open it in Notepad, and you see an empty password. It's your Maria database password. Put it in there, and either click Save or Control S, save it, and then close it. Right, so you did the database properties. Then you're going to do the network. Same thing. Find the password, space that password, put in whatever your password is. Mine was root. Save it again, close it, and you're done there. Now you can go all the way back from your chat server to your game server and do the same thing. Go to config, go to network, go to database properties, find the password again. Same thing. Put in the password, save it, close it. Network properties, go to the network properties. Your 1234 that you were looking for right here, that's the same password, I believe. So if you want to change it, you probably have to change it there. I'm not going to do it. I don't see why I need to. Underneath that, there's a password slot. I don't know if you gotta have it there, but hey, it says password, so I'm going to put it in there. So root, again, my password, save it, close it. So I did the database, all right, did that. Okay, go back again, and then you want to go to your login server. Same thing, go to config, go to network, go to database properties, more passwords, put in the password again, save it, close it. I don't think there's anything in this networks, but we'll check. Yeah, there's nothing there. Nothing that I know anyways. I mean, I don't know what none of this crap is right here. Anyways, yeah, you should be good at that point. And now you want to build the server. So as you're still in your server folder, the base folder, wherever that is, if you don't know how to get back to that, press the arrow back or close it, whatever you want to do and open it, doesn't matter. Anyways, what you want to do now is open a command window inside this folder. And the easiest way I figured out to do is just click on the top up here, delete that out of there, type in command in that address bar, press enter. Boom, you got a command window now. From there, you want to type in mvn package and then press enter, and that will build your server. Mvn package. Server is building. You're probably going to see a lot of, I think, warnings as it goes, but don't worry about it. It's fine. If it ain't, oh well. Yeah, there's your warnings. Build success. We are good. Close that. Go away. That's not what I wanted to do. Now what you want to do is back in your server folder, you're going to go to the chat, game server, login server. All three. You're going to do the same thing again. Start at chat if you want, doesn't matter. But we'll go chat. Now your target folder is where you just built the server. It's been exported to your target folder. And I will see right here at chat server zip. That is your actual server. It's been zipped up and built right there for you. So you got to unzip that. Right click on it and extract it or whatever. I just like to extract it into a folder inside itself. It's just what I do. But there's your chat server. So now we're going to go back. Same thing with game server. Click that. Go to your target. You're going to see your game server zipped up. Same thing. Right click on it, unzip it. There's your game server. Okay, go back again. Login server. Same thing. Login server, target folder. Login server. Right click it. Unzip it. And you're good now. From there, just going to go back. It doesn't matter what you do. But your game server, you want to open last because it needs to connect to the login server first. So the login server at least needs to be launched first, I believe. So I just usually do the chat server and the login server first and then save the game server last. So chat server, target folder, find your unzipped chat server folder, run the start.batch. Make sure you don't got no errors and none of that stuff. If you do, it's probably because you put the wrong password in probably in your config files. But that's good. Go back again, go to login server, target folder, login server again, run the start.batch. Same thing, just make sure there's no errors, like obviously errors that are going to crash it or something, but it's good, it's working. Then go back to your game server, same thing, target folder. Now you find your game server that you just unzipped and your start batch. Run it. If you open this one too early, it might crash right away. Those warnings don't matter, you're fine. Once you get loaded 0 HTTP ban entries, you are good, your server is ready to go. Now you can just close your server if you want, or your server folder. You should have them launched already down there. Next, you're going to want the client, aren't you? So go back to the GitHub, scroll down to client setup, right? There's your client, you're going to get it right there. You're also going to need this version.dll, so click that as well. And click right there and download that. So like I said, get the client, get the version.dll. Okay, so now that you have the client, I've been saying Aion too much. I almost said Clion. Anyways, you have the Aion client downloaded and zipped or unzipped or whatever it is, right? I already have this batch file in there. You're probably not going to have that in there, so I'm just going to delete that. But what you want to do now is take that version.dll thing that you just downloaded right there, unzip it somewhere. Here's mine. And you're going to want to copy those into your Aion client folder. So they're going to go on the bin 32 and 64. I just click on the side and paste it in there. Replace anything it asks. And then you're done with the version DLL. Then after that, just somewhere in the client right here, just right click. And you're going to make a new batch file. Go to new text document. Just name it whatever. It says in the guide to name it start.batch or BAT, I mean. So name it start.bat and then delete the .text at the end. It needs to just be .bat. So start.bat. It'll ask you to change the file extension or whatever, just say yes. You'll notice the icon actually changed too. Then after you do that, you're going to want to copy this big thing right here. Either highlight it and copy it, or just click that thing right there and copy it. Next, you're going to want to go back to your batch file, right click that, and then edit it in Notepad or something. You're going to want to put that thing in that you just copied right there. Slap that. Oh, make sure I got the thing copied right. Okay, yeah, make sure the whole thing is in there. Okay, and don't save it yet. Right here, this bin 64 means you're going to be playing in 64-bit. I couldn't get it to work in 64-bit. It just would not work. I could not figure out how to make it work. I spent like a whole day trying to figure out. I figured it out. I gave up. It wouldn't work at all. It just would not work. Like the game wouldn't even play. So right here at bin 64, delete the 64 and change it to 32, and then save it. If you know how to fix this, leave it in the comments and tell me how, because I would love to know how to play on 64-bit. I don't know that it even matters, but just I want to know. So anyways. Change it from 64 to 32, save it, then you can close the batch file. Now, your server should be running and your client should be ready to go. To play, just run your start.batch. This might take a little bit of time. So while that's doing that, I'm going to go over here and go ahead and read some things. Like right here under server setup, if you want to modify the server any, read this thing right here, right underneath this. You're going to have to make yourself a my.cs.properties file. I'm sorry, mycs.properties file, and then a mygs.properties file, and then a myls.properties file. You only need, for example, if you want to edit stuff in the game server, then you only need one for the, you only need mygs.properties. You don't need the other two unless you absolutely are going to change stuff within those folders too. Does that make sense? I don't even know what I'm trying to talk about. This part I don't really understand, so you're kind of on your own there. And I'll get back to that in a minute. If you click the screen and it tells you to wait and whatever, it takes a while. Just let it wait. Let it wait. But yes, that's where you're going to go if you want to edit some components in your server, like EXP rate, maybe the gold, how much gold to drop, things like that. I'll show you a little more in a minute. If this crazy server will launch. Let's go. There we go. And right here, in the account password, all you do is just put whatever you want in right there. And when you hit OK, that will accrete your account for you. So it can be whatever you want. Just remember it. So as soon as you put it in there and then you hit OK, that is now your account being created. For some reason, too, when you go to options and you try to run this on windowed mode, I think that you're going to get stuck right here. Like the game will freeze right there. I've always had bad luck with it. So just leave it on full screen. Just make sure it's on full screen. You might have some problems with that. But anyways, click OK. And now you're in the game. Just do your thing, right? Make your character, whatever. I want to make a character real quickly just to prove that it is working. I don't care what I pick. Just whatever. Character create. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Let's find something to kill real quick. I don't know if any music is playing because I actually have it coming out of my computer speakers, not my headphones. So you're probably not hearing anything right now. Missions, work, all that stuff. Where's the enemies? I don't typically play as this race or whatever, so. Dang, one shot. Okay, so you get it. Server works, right? Cool. Okay, now I'm going to prove to you that this server is actually working by crashing my servers. Oh, crashed. I am disconnected from the game server, see? So I was actually connected to this server. So now you know. See here. But yes, back to kind of modifying your server. I don't know nothing about this. Like, you guys are on your own here. All right. If you want to change any type of properties within your server, you can go to the Aion folder. Okay. I think all you're going to ever really want to mess with is in the game server. And then you're going to go to config and then main. And in here, you're going to have a whole lot of stuff like group properties, cleaning, game server properties, your your housing, your membership stuff's in here. This one's a big one right here. Like you got your prices and stuff, your rates. This will kind of explain your rates a little bit. I'm not going to read that. You can read it. You can figure it out yourself. But you can come down here to your EXP rates right there. There's a solo. There's the group stuff. Group. There's your quest EXP, gathering EXP, and stuff like that. All you're really going to be worried about is that line right there. But if you try and modify it here, it isn't going to do anything for you in game. It's not going to work at all. Nothing is going to change. So that's where that is where this crap comes in. The only thing that I ever need to change in mine is in the game server uh, down here. The only thing that I ever change is the rate properties, and it's just the EXP stuff. So all I need to know is that, just that right there, basically that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to make a mygs.properties file. I'll make one so you'll kind of know. It's pretty easy, but just right click on your desktop, hit new, go down to text document, and then go my CS dot properties. And make sure you delete the dot text at the end. That has to be gone. It's going to ask you to change the extension. Just press yes. Now, theoretically, you're going to have three of these. You're going to have one for your GS. My GS is a game server. My CS is the chat server. Right click again, make another new one. There you go, my ls dot properties, properties. Okay, delete the .text file again, let it change. So you're going to technically have three, right? You have a chat server for, that one's for your chat server, MyCS, chat server, get it. There's a game server, that's the one for the game server, and then there's one for the login server, right? Again, you go to the login server, config, and I don't know if there's anything in here to change or not. I really don't know. I think all you're really going to need is, honestly, just the MyGS, the stuff in the game server. Now, there's two places that you could put this in, and I don't know where they go. So you might as well put this in one config folder and then copy it and put it in the other one too. So we'll start with the game server, then go to config. Take your MyGS. Again, we're in the game server, so you need the MyGS, the MyGameServer.properties in there, okay? Now, it might be okay there. I don't know. But instead of having to shut down and reboot the server 25 times to test this, I'm just going to copy that. Copy it over. Go back to your game server. Go to your target server. Then go to this game server, and then go to that configuration file and drop it in there. You might not have to do that. I think the only one that really matters is the very first one right there in the chat server config, not the target one. I mean, sorry, game server. Yeah, this game server right there. Not the target game server config, but I don't know that. You guys are going to have to figure that out yourself. Again, when you open your mygs.properties, it's going to be blank. ChatGPT made this for me right there, the whole rates thing. It did that for me. I don't know if that's what you got to do, but you might as well do that. Hashtag custom level EXP rates. I don't know if you need it or not. Maybe all you need to do is put just that. I don't know. But if you see right here, that is my game server rates XP solo. And I know this is probably super confusing right now, but I'm going to go to the game server config main. And here is my rates.properties, which I just had open. But I'm scrolling down here to the EXP rates because this is what I want to change, okay? I specifically want solo. Does that say solo PV? Oh, yeah, PVE. Okay. So all I want is solo. But the rate is 1.0 and 2.0, which is the 1.0 is for a standard user, 2.0 is for a premium user. And I want that changed. So if I change it here, it's not going to do anything in the server. I need to go to my GS properties that I just made. It's hard to tell you how I'm doing this. But anyway, just see right there, game server rates.exp solo. Just copy that over to here, game server rates exp solo. And then just change the rate at the end, whatever you want. Same thing, if you want group XP rates, just go to the groups down here at the groups section, wherever the group is right there, boom, group. Copy that bottom thing, copy it over, slap it there, boom, boom. Then change your rate right there. Same thing if you want quest rates, change your game server rates, right? Right there, good, game server rates. Copy that whole thing right there, boom. Slap it there, change your rate. Then save it. Then you can close it. You might have to rebuild the server to get this to take effect. I don't know. But once you change it in this config right there, go back to your target folder and then to your game server into that config folder and then change it there and that my GS properties too. So there's two places. So change it in both. Unless you know where it goes, change it in both. And if you want to rebuild the server again, you can. You can just go back up to this thing here and just type in cmd, open the command window, and then type in Maven package again and press enter. And when you do that, it will rebuild the server. But after you do that, you will have to go back into your server, game server, to your target folder. And then you're going to see the zip folder. You're going to have to re-unzip that folder again so that it will be an updated server, right? Does that make sense? If it doesn't, it's not that difficult. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, okay. Anyways, server works. You're good to go. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't know how to explain this any better than this. Use ChatGPT. It's way smarter than I am. There's one other thing that I'll show you right here. there's this GitHub. It's Marisa Chan, and she has a version.dll here too that you can download right there if you want. It's supposed to be for 64-bit. I've tried this. It still didn't let me play on 64-bit. But if you go down here, you'll see a lot of commands, right? If you use her version DLL, you will have to put this at the end of your launcher if you're using Windows 11. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Again, if you use her version, I'm assuming it's a her. So Marissa sounds like a girl. I'm sorry if it's not. Anyways, this person's, when you download it, if you use their version.dll and copy it into your client and you're using Windows 11, you will have to put this fix stack win. And to do that, you'll go to your client, go to your start batch, right click it, edit it, and then right there at the end, you'll space it. And for example, you'll copy that if you're on Windows 11. If you're having any issues, you can paste it there and then save it. I don't need that because I'm not having any problems. So yeah, I don't need to save it. But anyways, that's it, guys. If you got any trouble, ChatGPT is way smarter than I am. But you're welcome to message me, drop me a comment. If you know stuff that I don't, I'll be happy to hear from you guys. Anyways, appreciate you watching. Hopefully that helps you get into the server. You guys have a good one. Later.